coveting is a sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, a team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the back. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you talk... Creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Beebe. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. Makes the catch. It's Davison.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his tight end to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On the ground, it's Davison. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On the move. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And the defense getting in the backfield quick, fast, and in a hurry. There was nowhere to run with that football. Nice penetration by this defensive line.
Yeah, and a nice job, too, of not getting out of their lanes, right? When you're on offense, you're running a draw.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young...
Going the other way, and he's got room. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Moore to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hill. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Moore will throw. Looking for the goal line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man. It's Warren.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Brings it in down the left side. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback gets the first down. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, ECU. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Pirates will kick it away to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that. And I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on second down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Pirates will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Running to the left. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Sends it back in motion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Moore to the air. Unloads it left. Complete downfield.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net, go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Warren. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical. Pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This crowd knows when to bring it. On the run, it's Montgomery. And the Pirates will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nope.
Touchdown, East Carolina. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Fakes the grab. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and they extend the lead to 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Davison. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He might want another play. They'll go up top on second and short. It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They'll go to the air on second and short. And he makes the catch inside the 25. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore to the air. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it, keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. With yet another